cooked. Alan, we're so fucked. Oh no. Let my lawyer do the talking. Let my lawyer do the talking. Do not say shit. I cannot lie. I'm adjusting myself. There we go. Get the AC on me. Oh, okay, I'll do. I was like, why is it so silent? Again, I can't. Oh. Oh, we're so cooked.
Dealing with
And I was giving
today.
advice. Oh, he's so fucking.
All right. Will the prosecution please explain what's going on?
So, Your Honor, so apparently, we have two cases here, which one
So
soldier
fucked.
did duty to obey lawful military conduct and discipline. One of that law got violated. The violation was Umlauf deliberately killed a combatant after surrender, which violates lawful conduct in warfare. In the German Criminal Code, Strafgesetzbuch, relevant sections from chapter 211 and 212, murder or manslaughter, elements satisfied intentional killing, victim posed no immediate threat, and he got shot at close range. It may be argued as a murder due to base motives, niedrigere Beweggründe, ideological hatred towards
Objection,
communists.
Your Honor.
Oh, fuck
I would
off.
like to give
Go
an
on.
objection to that. My client here, Umlauf,
He's a fucking monkey.
he was in an operation that he was taken in a hostile operation in a village, which, in his defense, my client here, Umlauf, did in a defense of our republic here, which he was taking care of the so-called insurgents and those communist plot that they tried to overthrow the government in a village, which in his action, several of these members have shot at him and wounded him as well. Under the stress and the combat shock he was, my client can even prove it that he was shot by one of those assailants, can be proven that he was shot while that so-called soldier was surrendering. Under the combat stress he was, and in the shock, we can, of course, evaluate from the doctors that he did have a medical documents to prove in his factors that he did in the shock, not out of the hatred or out of envy.
Oh, bull fucking shit. We watched that.
The prosecutor
I
there.
cannot play this. I'm not the lawyer.
The prosecution may continue. Go on.
But in the international law, in the Hague Convention, Chapter 4 in 1907, the relevant rule is Article 23. It is forbidden to kill or wound an enemy who, having laid down his arms, has surrendered. This is the strongest legal point against Umlauf. So the question is, did the soldier had his arms raised? And the point is, why did you still shoot him after after the unarmed soldier?
I would like to give objection to that, Your Honor.
No, let the prosecution speak. Ask
So-
their
Yeah,
question.
yeah, sit your ass down, Mike.
Answer the question.
That is you, Umlauf. You can ask the question.
They did not raise their arms, but they did show signs that they did not want to shoot at me. They
But
didn't
was
have a
there-
They
weapon.
had their arms 90
But was
degrees
there
up
a
in the air.
visible firearm in his hands?
In his hands, no, but he had a weapon.
What weapon?
But why in the report says that you still shot him at point blank, even though he was already surrendering? What was the reason for that for?
Resorting back to what my defense said.
As stated by my client here, he was under the combat shock and he was previously shot, which it can be mentioned once again, combat stress, which was influenced under heavy fire, close combat to the village. Close quarter, mind you, Your Honor. Those savages tried to kill my client here, Umlauf.
Does the prosecution have anything else to state at this current time?
But seeing here that they are already surrendering, which means you are clearing up the area, which means there is less action to be seen. And the key point is the victim clearly surrendered. And it says here also that Umlauf admitted to ideological motive. And yeah, and the victim was also defenseless. Like, care to explain that? Like,
Do you have proof to back that claim? Yes?
oh yes, yes, we have evidences. One of the soldiers have witnessed Umlauf firing his firearm at point blank, which is Gefreiter Klaus Fischer.
No glass.
Well, the first one that confirmed the surrender, and then the second one, it was the confirmation of the execution, which was medic Mira Kleinman.
Are they here to speak and testify in this case then?
Yes, we shall hear them out.
You may call them to the stand.
Gefreiter Klaus Fischer, please sit next to the judge.
I'm gonna get to him first and then me.
So, Gefreiter Klaus Fischer, do you confirm that the soldier have surrendered?
Yes. That's correct.
Was the pioneer still armed when he was attacked?
Yes, it was a little confusing when we breached inside.
Come
It
on,
was a lot
Klaus, you
of
know what you
chaos,
saw.
so I just hear the soldier was surrender. And I see the arms up, but can actually really sure what's what happened next because me and my soldier we got shot, so we was very injured in that moment.
Hmm. But you are sure that he had ceased resistance?
He he just raised the arm up. I think is all I see.
Your Honor, there you have your testimony.
I would like to have objection to that, My Honor,
You may
as
approach
I would
the
like
witness.
to ask a question. Thank you. Klaus Fischer, can you confirm how chaotic it was, how many enemies you were fighting on Wagner Village that day with your squad?
How many we don't really sure about. There was a lot. In time to time, we managed to get inside on the village and strike down some enemy. When we reached to the end, we just one officer and one soldier.
Then can you confirm that you had to fight close quarter fighting, that you had to end up house to house fighting that with you and your squad? Is that the case?
Yes,
Was there also the case that enemy opened fire at you and you were heavily wounded in that mission? Is that correct?
yes. I really sure they open fire first when we get really close to the village. So after that, we respond with the fire.
Which their motive and their intent was overthrowing the government, isn't it, Klaus Fischer?
Yes.
Well, there you have it. Under these circumstances, Judge, were they wearing a civilian or armband clothing when you were fighting against them, Klaus Fischer?
Wait, can you repeat the question?
Were they wearing a red armband, rebelling against the government?
I think so. They're actually wearing a military dress there. I think they stole it.
Well, that's the important piece there, which was very important. So, My Honor, according to Hugo Convention of enemy surrendering, if I recall it pretty correctly, enemy combatant should wear their own uniform colors, not stolen or spies. According to it, if anyone is wearing our
Objection.
uniforms or spying,
Let
then
the
they will.
prosecution speak.
Objection. Even if the combatant may not be in uniform, it's still dictated that in the Hague Convention, Chapter 4, once surrender occurred, killing was illegal. That is a pure statement in the law.
Objection to that, My
You
Honor.
may speak.
Yes, under the right circumstances. However, if they were purposely spying or destroying the government
I mean, they were.
properties
They were.
or killing one of our own while wearing the uniform, that contradicts that law of Hugo Convention, which the enemy combatant loses all those rights as a surrendering soldier or civilian of like. And they have a full permission to open fire, so-called, of that enemy combatant who forfeits all rights for surrendering. Which it was signed in 1907 of the Hugo Convention of all enemy combatants from the Great War. And we all know it.
But still, if you're saying like that, then are you saying that, are you undermining the ability of our soldiers to take care properly? Since you are talking like they cannot take care of themselves if one soldier just surrender. If you really fear about like the partisan really spying when he intentionally surrendered himself. You are undermining the military and discipline.
Which I like to put objection to that. That is
You
not
may have the
undermining.
objection.
Thank you, My Honor. Which that is not undermining the military court, as it is quite hard to tell in the heat of the war, especially one of our own, in our home, having civil war as we speak in there. It is quite hard to tell from enemy to foe. It's not the same, or you dare to compare to the same from the Great War. This is a completely different setting, and the partisan are no better than the French, as I may say.
Okay. Let me change this then. Was the village was being cleared up, or was it still in action? Because there would be no point where if there is still an action and a soldier would surrender, that wouldn't make any logically sense. Because when you surrender while there is still an action, you can still get shot in mid-fire. So, no? So logically, you guys were clearing up the area, which had less action, no?
I have no comment to that.
Yeah, you keep your mouth shut, you silly lawyer.
Your judgment.
Well, seeing as how it sounds here, I will state that while yes, your for my judgment.
May I have your objection, Your Honor? And ask the witness
In what
Claus
regard?
Fisher regarding their mission they were in. Judge.
You may. Well, granted.
Claus Fisher, since you were, according to your mission that you were in, your objective was clearing out the village that you were sent in a Wagner village. So have you cleared it out, that village, of all the enemies? And completed your task, despite of heavily injured and heavily wounded soldiers that you were sent in?
I think so, yes, we clear all the village before we end to the evacuation after severe wounded.
There you have.
There you have it, Judge. You have a clear answer from one of the head of the squad mates of Claus Fisher, which proves they did successfully clear out the area.
And
So
how does
wouldn't
that pertain to this?
Didn't that just prove my point?
What do you mean?
He clearly said that it's
What was directly
cleared up
stated by the
already.
prosecution. Was it not?
Which they have successfully cleared out the village.
The prosecution just saying. Still, taking this into account and note, very simply, if they were opening fire whilst in uniform, disguising themselves as individuals, I believe by how it sounds, within our military, then they do not have the afforded protections through the Convention of 1907, through The Hague. So, in this case, the individual, defendant, Umlauf Stefan, with regards to this case, I find you not guilty.
What? Oh my god.
All right. Next individual.
This is bullshit.
Next individual, Ashley Blinder. Oh, wait, no.
You may now take a seat back of the chair. Just remember, don't say or speak anything.
Yes.
I will be presenting the client Ashley Blinder,
Okay,
Your Honor.
I'm so cooked.
So be it.
Your Honor, may I have a moment to get all necessary documents? 5 minutes recessed.
God,
If I may.
So be
kill
it.
this dude.
You may have time to get yourself set up for this one.
Your Honor,
Thank you, Your
I
Honor.
speak with you in the meeting.
Now, just listen to me carefully here. When the Honor asks you a question, you will speak when you're spoken to. And do not lie or say untrue, because that may or may not be used against you. So try to. That is my job as a lawyer. I'm making sure the fair judgment will be given. So I will give you a full, fair presentation. As I'm sure you know. So when the judge will ask you the question, but try to,
I better not be looked guilty.
remain calm. I know it can be scary, but try to remain calm. But do your best to explain as best as you can. All right. And if you don't know what to explain, I will just speak it for you. If you want to say something, I will speak it for you then.
Yes, sir. Can I?
All right.
Can I use the restroom quickly before we continue? I can't need to grab something.
Restroom?
Yeah,
Yes, sure.
Okay. Where is it?
Yes, sure. Okay, where's my documents here?
I'll be back. It'll take me only 5 minutes. Okay, I have to go grab my Tums. So give me a second. I'm so fucked. If I'm guilty, I'm gonna find that motherfucker and kill him. Don't worry, guys. I washed my hands. So, you're just chilling on these little seats. Mm, mm, mm. Why is this taking so long? 5 minutes to take documents? Come on. Be some. Me waiting cutely. What the fuck? This camera's here. No, I don't want to press it. I do, but I can't. I do, but I shouldn't. Anyway, brother, I'm waiting here like a motherfucker. Literally just waiting for the fucking dude.
Wait,
As enemy
you get out of the call.
altogether.
Oh, okay. No, looks like they're busy scattling. I'm so not cooked, actually. Hold on. I don't want to jinx it. So I'll just say I'm cooked for now. Oh God. I'm so cooked. I'm gonna be raw meat. Not raw meat, cooked meat. Fuck. I can't even make up lyrics for the life of me. Okay, everybody. Today, yes, today. I'm gonna be fucked.
Yes.
May I go to the bathroom?
Yes, please be quick.
You can see her run.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Klaus Fischer has just gone to the bathroom, also the one of the medics.
That
How
is
was it
fine.
Klaus? Dumbass.
Fine.
Wait, was it? I don't think so.
Who are you?
I'm tired of the cases. I missed the days of the
Representative of the
Empire.
Red Cross.
Pleasure to meet with you.
Also pleasure to meet with
I
you.
missed the Empire.
Yes,
so
of course.
fucking much.
I'm lawyer Mr. Stein. I will be representing your client, Ashley Blander, today. So I'll be giving them best representation as I did with the previous client.
Alright. Not waste time in this courtroom.
Your Honor,
Prosecution may begin.
Your Honor, next case
You're a
is Ashley Blinder, who is now charged with
She's a
Strafgesetzbuch, which is Section 211 and Section 212, murder or manslaughter. The elements were intentional killing. Wait, hold on.
the
Are
fuck?
you sure? Hold on.
No, my bad. It was the wrong one.
Objection, My Honor. Objection. May I have an opening statement for this for my client?
No. Let the prosecution speak first. Hey,
Okay. Ashley
repeat
Blinder.
yourself.
Yeah. Ashley Blinder, next case, is the evidence is he committed punching, kicking, and striking with rifle butt to Umlauf. And the
I
case,
sir,
and he's being
honest, I thought
charged
I did not hit
as
him.
well with the criminal threat, Bedrohung, which is not good. Blinder threatened Umlauf with death while holding a firearm.
So assault and criminal threat.
Yes,
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
which
I'm
is
fucked.
also a capital punishment if you give a
Yes,
death
yes,
threat
I
to your own
know.
soldiers.
Yes, I know. My first time. I've been doing this for many years. Go on.
May Your Honor have an open statement? I may speak.
Fine. Fine, you may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Defense counsel raising, addressing the tribunal, Your Honor. Of this tribunal, we have gathered here today to examine the conduct of medic Ashley Blinder. During the violence and the chaos, the combat operation conducted by the 1st Infantry Diet Garden against the armed communist insurgents. Prosecution will present excuse me. Presenting incident in the case of brutal and unlawful violence against fellow soldier, focusing on a brief moment which in medic struck Pioneer Umlov, following of killing and surrendering enemy fighter. However, Your Honor, as previously stated in Wagner village, that the enemy combatant was still dressed in one of our uniforms, which the combat was very confusing and was very chaotic during that combat. Which I might say it would cause a confusion which one was the ally and which one was one of our own. Which Ashley Blinder here did such a heroic act of saving and trying to making sure his squad mates are alive during
I'm
this
with him now.
chaotic,
Oh.
which he fight house.
If I may
They were in.
interject then, are you trying to claim that the individual here, that is the defendant, is more or less in a situation of, by how it sounds, mistaken identity of the individual that was shot, which caused them to go to violent acts? Yes?
Yes, that would be correct.
What? That's what?
What say the defendant?
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
What do you say regarding such statement?
About if I knew that they were the enemy or not?
Correct.
It was pretty obvious that they were. They had red. They didn't have our uniforms up to a T.
Not to a T, but at a distance, it could be said that they were.
They had.
So
red.
you could state right there that up close, that then the situation would put them into a position of that mistaken identity not working out.
Under the combat
Explain
stress
yourself.
that I will, Your Honor. Under the stressful situation that medic Ashley Blinder was under the stress of making sure his squad mates would be coming out alive, as according to previously note from Klaus. If I may ask the witness Klaus Fischer to prove these statements, if I may, Your Honor, to present him to this. I request Klaus Fischer into the witness stand.
It told me to tell the truth. I can't, I have to. No, it made it a little harder, but I didn't want them using any lies against me, and I accidentally not lies, but any trickery. So I had to clear myself up, even though it damaged my
Klaus Fischer.
chances a little bit.
How often your fellow medic, Ashley Blinders, saved your life when you were in extreme danger or you were almost about to die in that operation in Wagner village? How many times?
Well, he's It seemed actually a lot, well, for what I know to the in the base. During the mission, I do actually good job to do the medic, and she also helped me with some maneuverment.
Klaus
How does that pertain to this case? Hold on. How does this pertain?
Well, My Honor, the question that I will ask them, Klaus Fischer, would make more sense as to retain
Go on,
more
then.
clarity to it. Thank you, Your Honor. Klaus Fischer, when you were in a fight in the Wagner village, were there an enemy combatant wearing a combat uniform, almost like yours, with the red stripes?
Yes, they
And how many of you were wounded in that combat operation?
wait. 4, I think, for all the squad.
Which you may, Klaus Fischer, which, if it was the case, it would be pretty stressful if the combat medic Ashley Blinder was taking care of the wounded while also being in a constant combat. Isn't that correct?
Yes, I think it's very stressful for I think for everyone, not only for medic.
Now, if you could tell us.
He actually does have notes.
Have you witnessed Umlov Stefan, killing an innocent, surrendering enemy combatant?
Yes, I saw it.
Could you describe us more then?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Bro.
Hold on.
I'm so good.
Before you were stating that they were an enemy combatant in a uniform, meaning that the Hague Convention did not apply to them, so they weren't innocent, and now you're stating they're innocent. In my courtroom, in front of my face.
Well, under the League of Hugo 1907, that can be contradiction, which I understand that, Your Honor, that can be. However, under the right circumstances, they were the enemy combatant. However, due to confusion of the combat, and the enemy looks like, well, fellow soldiers here in our country's uniform, can cause
Then
confusion.
how are they innocent?
It's over to. That's what we are trying to get to the bottom of this, Your Honor.
You just stated they were innocent in your own terms when you were prosecuting them as not innocent in your own terms in the last case that wasn't even like. Are you telling me that you are not even thinking in your own sense here, that you just basically just told me one sentence they weren't and one sentence they are?
It may seem confusion, Your Honor. It may seem confusion in that moment, Your Honor. Yes.
Confusion. Fine. Go on for now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm so fucked.
As I was saying, Klaus Fischer. When occurrence of Umlov shotting an enemy combatant, as I stated, has they hit Umlov when you witnessed it?
Wait, can you repeat the question again, please?
When you were inside of this small house village, have you witnessed Umlov been hit by Ashley Binder?
Oh, Well, he, yeah, he
Don't
was
add on.
a little bit
Don't add on to
start
it.
to punching for what a woman have to do. She was really angry for executed one of the surrounded soldier. Because I think she know that was absolutely really wrong to do that action in that moment.
Was it during the heat of the argument, or was it heated during of the combat?
And it was basically in the on the end before we leave the village. So I think it was during the combat. Yeah.
Your Honor, objection.
Hmm.
I would like to provide evidence from the Reichswehr intel.
Hmm.
May I grab
You
it
may.
from the evidence room?
You are granted. This fucking case.
Of all my 30 minutes of working.
Your Honor,
Uh,
may they can speak like for 5 minutes so they can put the things in the mind, since they were going for a little further.
granted.
At this point, just
5
make
Yeah,
minutes
Larry
5 minutes to
recess.
discuss. Thank you, Your
Bailiff
Honor.
with me. With me, bailiff.
Absolutely.
I must say some fucked up shit.
Calm down, Ashley.
I'm sorry. It's a little hard to be calm when the person that's representing me is throwing my case.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh my god. This motherfucker. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna wrap my fingers around his throat. Strangle him as I look in the eyes. God. I think it's gonna happen.
Can you please speak a little bit more clear? I barely can hear you what you're whispering to me.
What do you think is gonna happen?
I don't know, I'm just right here as a representative of the Red Cross. I cannot really speak or do anything. I'm just gonna observe, make a report, and if there will be some violations, I'll just send a document. But as I said, I cannot really do much right now.
It's true. I swear to God, if you talk too much, I'm gonna kill you too, Kels. You're fucking dead. Okay. Okay, look, the other guy, for one thing, is guilty. Or not guilty. I mean, yeah, he is. But like, for some god awful reason, he's legally not guilty? Mm. 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 Mhm. 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 These are the longest 5 minutes. I'm gonna lock in.
Prosecution, you may approach the stand. When he comes back. Apparently he went to go get his paperwork again. There we go.
So, Your
You may
Honor,
approach the stand.
it is stated here in the Reichswehr Intel that Fisher here wasn't one of the witnesses. And I'm questioning really why Klaus Fischer is sitting next to you as a witness.
Hmm.
It is not stated there in the Reichswehr Intel.
So they're stating that there's this individual. Hmm.
Nope. There was no any witness that there was in there.
Hmm.
I have objection to that, My Honor.
Overruled. Continue.
And not only that, there was also no reports of having casualties, which is interesting.
No
does this mean?
casualty report.
Oh, I think this work out.
If there was
They had
really a
dismissed the
casualty, they
case.
would have submitted how many casualties it was.
He might dismiss the case. Maybe? Is this how
what
this
does one
works?
even say to that at this rate?
Objection, My Honor.
Again
Or
with
is
you.
bad?
Fine. Go on.
If you stated that there was no true casualties in your so-called report, then why there was in the operation, there were several wounded in that operation, which I do have someone who could testify regarding several injuries, which may I bring in the witness stand who can testify for those several been wounded, Your Honor. in that
You
operation.
may,
And with
but I would recommend calling the one that you have on the stand off the stand then if you are no longer utilizing them.
very well,
Get the fuck out of here.
Klaus
Okay.
Fisher,
Love you,
you
Klaus.
can return.
I love
Thank
you. You're cute. He has a gun on it! Oh, wait.
I
That's
ask
not a
for
gun.
testifying Mira
You
Clinton
have a shovel with
as
you.
to testify
You have a knife.
regarding over that operation of Wagner. Please take a seat in the witness stand.
Oh, God, okay. Please! That's not gonna help.
Mira Clinton,
Medic on medic. Let's go.
can you testify in operation of Village of Wagner you suffered heavy casualties in that operation? Is that correct?
Yes, everybody was wounded instead of me.
How many did you have to take care of these injured soldiers, if I may? If you can possibly count how many of them you had to patch them, if you may.
5.
Can you also confirm that when you were in the village of Wagner, was it heavily occupied by the enemies?
Yes.
Did you have to fight in a heavy close quarter combat to combat in the village?
Yes.
Can you describe to us what happened when you had to leave from that village? If court may, if you allow it, may Mayor Clinton recall regarding of exiting from the village of Wagner, if you may, my
I'll
honor.
allow it.
Please proceed and tell us how did you recalling back from that village regarding that soldier, regarding of the whole retreating part of the Wagner, if you may explain it, Mayor Clinton.
When the truck arrived, the Pioneer collapsed due to his severe injuries, and he had to be carried to the truck. But before then, Ashley did try to help him by made sure she didn't come near because feelings might be still high.
Could you tell us more, Mia Clinton, in what way Ashley Blinder tried to help them?
Tried to help them with their wounds. By the close quarter combat, the Pioneer did get shot in the chest. But that's right after the whole argument.
Could you tell us more about the argument?
How about we start from the start, because you're making me retrack everything.
Yes, you're right on that. Right. How many did you have to pack in wounded in the truck? I guess let's start with there.
We had to pack 4.
But you previously
Ashley
mentioned
suffered.
was 5.
Yes, I was going to recall that. Ashley, after a couple hours or a day after, I think, I don't remember honestly. Ashley collapsed, and it was known that she was shot at her back. That caused nerve damage, so that's why she couldn't feel it.
Well, still serving the country and protecting the country. Is that correct?
Yes.
As testified from the witness from Mira Clinton, what attorney provided was the false information, which it was heavily combatant. There was other enemies in there, and the enemies also was heavily wounded 1st Grenadier infantry, which they were in a heavy combat fire, as previously stated by
Objection.
witness there.
Your Honor,
Go
didn't they stated a while ago that they were already clearing the area? Is that correct? Yeah, I'm not sure if I misheard that. If it was already cleared up, it was you guys were clearing the area.
I would like to give objection to that, Your Honor.
You would like to object that? What would you have to throw at that? Then go on.
We are recounting the stories of wounded, not exactly recounting of clearing out the area. We want to clarify the information that was mentioned was wounded, not clearing the village. As previously stated, it was heavily in a combat in the village of Wagner, as I like to mention to prosecutor there, to make things clear.
Back to the prosecution.
Well, if your soldiers are very well trained, then you wouldn't even have casualties then. No?
Casualties include wounded. And yet I have 2 different individuals here stating wounded. Including that means casualties.
Yeah, but it is already... But why is there none then submitted as casualties?
That is what I am questioning as well.
There is no proof, like informal document, where it is written there are casualties.
May I dismiss the witness, Mira Clinton, and represent one of the officers who representative of the Red Cross here, Captain Victor Strauss, for the witness stand, if I may, Your Honor.
You may.
Mira Clinton, you may be dismissed from witness stand. Hoffman Richtenstrauss, can you confirm that wounded who arrived in your base?
Yes, I can confirm that.
Can you also confirm that that you, as you previously stated, that you were about to submit your documents when it came to the wounded report? Is that correct?
Can you please repeat your question, sir?
Can you confirm that you were filling a report regarding wounded in that operation of Wagner? Is that correct?
Yes.
What? Hold on. This is a case regarding a medic beating and threatening someone. How do we jump to casualty reports? Back to the main topic here, please. I get that we want to discuss the casualty reports, but that is not the main concern here.
Yes, I understand.
I swear.
Dude,
Captain Victor Strauss, can you confirm that the incident that occurred, that was beaten Umlov by one of your medics? Can you confirm that?
I cannot really say anything about that since I wasn't present due to that accident on the village. I was in the main building with one of the radio operators.
Which we're still talking about Umlov. Is that correct?
Hold on. The prosecution may have a word.
Before the day of the court, I have sent you a document, yes? and including in that file, which I have given to you from the evidence from the Reichswehr Intel, there were only 3 primary witnesses, which was Gefreiter Klaus Fischer, Medic Mira Kleinman, and Commander Steiner Hans Wolf. So, and also, even if may there be a casualty, but still that is negligent of duty for not writing it formally in document, which is very important for military operations. And for Ashley here, it does not really give any excuses that you can just punch another soldier or your comrade or give him a death threat, which is something that is not tolerated in the military. Tolerated in the military. That is all.
The defense may continue. Bailiff.
After they continue, do you mind if I ask other 5 minutes?
You may.
Can I speak with my defense attorney too?
You may.
I was asking if I could.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Grant a recess. Yes. You are granted recess for another 5 minutes.
Can you talk outside?
Bailiff, with me, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
If I can talk. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you? You do.
What do you mean?
What are you trying to do? Please tell me you can't do it now. Because I feel like
I am.
one more mistake. You want one mistake, my life is over.
And I'm trying to severe your punishment. That's what I'm trying to do, so you will have less jail time. But
I'm getting
by
jail
the looks
time
of you,
anyways.
it will be severe, real low. That's what I'm trying to do, so it will be less punishable.
So a guy gets murdered, and you defended him some fucking how with a miracle of Jesus Christ himself, and you can't defend a simple harassment. You just overthrew my own case. What the fuck do you mean that you're making it less severe? At this point, let me represent myself.
I can hear from here.
Do you want even more severe incriminate yourself? Or do you want to actually, not knowing the law, I am actually a public lawyer. I'm doing what I can to represent you the best as I can. You have to trust me on this, on my word.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Just, I know. Like I said, you need to calm yourself down. And I'm trying my bestest to represent you as best as I can in this court. But your situation is really tricky, especially as a medic. I never stumbled upon this situation just before, so it's kind of hard to kind of build it.
Well,
but at least what I can do. I can severely lessen your sentence. That's what I can best do in your best case.
So why don't we talk about the fact that he did do something to somebody? I tried stopping or retaliating in some sort of way. We're just dodging the question. We're just dodging the. I know I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. I shouldn't be, but it's like I feel like we're missing something important.
Now,
unless he knows something.
Okay. Did he assault you afterwards? Did the assault afterward.
He did not assault me, no.
All
He
right.
did not assault me. I did too.
So you. Okay.
Just keep going with what you're doing.
Okay. Your Honor, may I have recess for another 5 minutes while we're discussing my client, if I may?
Another 5 minutes.
Yes. If I may, Your Honor.
No. No. No.
Very well.
It's fine. I trust you. No, I fucking don't.
No. I
Ah.
have one question to both the prosecution and the defense. This has been the main question I've been asking since the start, which has somehow divulged into this whole mess in the first place. Did the defendant assault and threaten an individual? Yes or no?
Sir, items don't touch, so logically, I didn't hurt him. There we go. That's it. Case closed. I never touched him.
May I have objection to that, Your Honor?
You're going to.
Only the defendant will reply.
Well,
Sir, the attack, yes. However, there's no intent to kill.
there was no intent to kill.
Sir, as I
Did you
see it,
threaten them with a firearm?
I did point a firearm at them, but if I wanted them dead, I would have shot them right there. Sir, I would also like to say, if this is okay.
Hold on.
Your Honor,
I may.
Hmm.
may I can call?
You may call in this case.
Thank you, Hauptmann Ritterhaus. You can return to your position. I want from the side of my army soldiers, Umalf, please go to the witness stand.
But he got already innocent.
Umalf, gently, please answer just one of my questions if you may can, and then I will leave the defense attorney and prosecutor to ask their question. Did you receive by Ashley Binder any kind of physical damage that they wanted to do to you? Yes or no? Yes, they broke my nose. They lashed with the buttock of their rifle my chest, and they kicked me a bunch of times. And adding up to the side, the arm, the weapon thing, yes, they did point a gun at me.
Did they make a threat?
Yes, they did.
That is all. Prosecution?
So it just confirms that from the key facts is Blinder beats Umlauf, used rifle butt, threatened to kill him. Medical evidence confirms that he got concussion, bleeding, and loss of consciousness. So this would satisfy the Article 224 of the German law, bodily harm. So it will be counted, Your Honor.
Well, it may be counted. Still, there's the general question. Were there witnesses?
If I may speak, Your Honor.
The defense may speak.
Thank you. There were several witnesses in the combat of village. For example, Gus Fisher. Mira was there.
Hold on. No. I am not talking about the combat of the village. I am talking to the assault and threat in question.
There were several, yes, to answering that question, Your Honor.
That is all I was asking. You did not need to go into semantics. I'm not sitting here for an hour and a half while you continue to go through semantics. This is a courtroom, not a bureaucrat's office.
Your Honor, may I ask a question to the accused?
You may.
Ashley Blinder, just for asking, since I have been working for you for a lot of years and I also trained you a lot of times, I may can ask you, while this episode has happened, do you were perhaps in any fear or any battle situation that occurred you temporarily blind yourself and not counting that it was Umav that you were beating up? Respond to my question with a yes or no.
Can you explain further?
We're asking if you were temporarily blind and you were not seeing that it was Umav instead of the enemy.
I'm confused of your question. I'm sorry.
Your Honor, if you may can repeat for me.
They're asking if in the middle of combat you lost your composure and due to that you lost the understanding of what was going on around you and beat up the individual because of it.
Yes.
Very well.
Back to the prosecution.
And yes, in the report, it is now stated here that the assault still continued until others intervened. So the defendant lost control and endangered a fellow soldier. That is all.
Does the defense have anything to state?
Yes, I do, regarding medical background of my client here, of Ashley Blinder, if I may say it, as this will be a reference to this court.
Why medical background? What importance does this have?
My client here suffers a PTSD from the Great War they have served, which can also hinder and affect their ability in a combat as well.
Hold on. What?
What it?
Why are they in active service then, if that is such the case?
Sir, may I speak for myself on this part? I do not think...
You may,
I don't think he understands. I do not have PTSD. At least, I have discipline in some regards. The attack, or if anything, medical, I did get shot in my back. I didn't feel it, but there was still a loss of blood. It may have contributed to how things came out. Whether I have fought the Great War or not, as much as I have, and I faced many trials, I do not think that has many or if any relevance in this, well, predicament I am obviously serving, sir.
As a fellow, ex-serviceman, I understand where it can come from. Back to the prosecution.
Fucking God.
We are here to uphold the law, so we do not want to undermine it. It's still, you may have discipline yourself, but a soldier does not enforce justice with his fees. So, the military discipline demands report the crime, not commit another.
May I have objection to that, Your Honor?
You're going to object to it. After the...
Yes.
This is your last one I'm allowing. If you do it again, I'm just going to deny it. Just this once. Once.
This, and I appreciate for that, Your Honor. My client here, Ashley Blinder, when they were in the mission, they one of the head of the squad lead, Klaus Fischer, as mentioned and Ashley Binder also mentioned to take one of the soldiers alive. Well, Umlov, which, if I may ask a question to witness Umlov here, if I may, Your Honor.
You may approach the stand.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right. Well, please ask the correct questions. I'm about to piss myself.
Herr Umlov,
I'm literally about to piss myself.
when your fellow medic gave you an order to capture the enemy alive, what is that correct?
There were two enemies inside the cottage we eventually found. One officer, apparently, well, they had a pistol with them. I'm not sure if they were higher authority,
Hold
but
on,
sure they
Hold on. If I may interject, wouldn't this be more of a question that would go towards the squad leader and not one of the members of the squad in regards to an order?
Now, Herr Judge, the squad lead clearly mentioned, and he did mention that they're supposed to take one of the soldiers alive, well, so-called soldiers, and fellow medic here, Frau Ashley Blinder, did mention and stated it to their fellow soldier Umlov here, which, if I may, we need to confirm if they disobeyed order they received from their fellow commanding officer in a field.
Except, if I may interject again, the report I was handed does not state anything of, and I quote, the securing of any individuals.
This is
That
a
order
new
was
evidence.
even given, it was not brought up.
This
New
is something,
evidence.
new evidence. If I
No,
may
that-
bring
that's
a
not
paper
half-court.
stating, if I may state,
That's
if I
not,
may bring
hold
a
on,
paper.
hold on. That's not how this works.
Listen to the judge for a moment, please. Don't
This
talk.
is not how this works.
You
You can't just bring in new evidence. This is all evidence that has been pre-ran through by both your end and the prosecution. You cannot just introduce evidence in my courtroom, and that is not how this works. I am questioning you as an individual who is claiming to be a public lawyer that you do not even know this.
Your Honor,
Can we dismiss the case?
can we may please get the lawyer for a moment in the other room just with me for 1 moment, please? Just 2 minutes, not either 5 minutes.
No. No. Not even going to allow it.
Understood, Your
Trust.
Prosecution.
Yes, Your Honor.
As you handed me these documents before, as I will state, does it state anything in regards to, and I quote, that there was an order for capture?
None, Your Honor.
None.
However, your judge, that does contradict from the witness that he can prove it. There was an order, such called. Not everything in the paperwork may be written down, as these current events happen too quickly to be even documented, and that's why henceforth the witness may prove. If
Hold on. No. That would have to be written down. That is a direct order. You would have to write that down. That isn't something you can skimp out upon. Same thing with the casualties from earlier. It has to be written down as it is formal paperwork for the government. If you're telling me that because it's not written down that you could just introduce a thing stating that it did occur and that it's written down that the government ordered it, that's a different story in of itself. And even then, you would need to have provided that earlier on. You could not just introduce it out of the blue.
Now, these are quite unorthodox, I understand, your judge, but I assure you, these are reference to these cases what we speak in here and now of innocence of Lashley Blinder here. And witness can prove it as they're standing on the trial right now. Umov, he can.
Did you hear what I was saying? Did you
Yes, Your
even
Honor.
hear what I was saying to begin with? You cannot introduce evidence out of the blue.
I'm so cooked.
Yes, I heard, Your Honor.
Gustav. Mother.
That is how it has
I'm
always
saying
worked.
you.
It has not changed.
Uh,
It has stayed that way. As I've already been told through the paperwork that was provided by the prosecution, which you also had access to, along with the fact here that there was visible proof of statement from the individual here that there was that, I am more questioning you as to why you are going this route when you could have went many other routes to try and claim innocence for your defendant. What answer do you have?
I have a question,
I may not have any answer.
if I may.
I may not have an answer to that at all, Judge.
Defendant may speak.
I am not a lawyer. I do not know how you all work things, but I do want to ask, and I do appreciate, Your Honor, that this is an attempt at a fair trial, but I am starting to also question my own attorney. I don't know if this is a fair trial for me.
This is why I don't trust SPD bureaucrats to do jack and or shit in this country half the time.
I understand, and you
Court
and I,
adjourned till the defense gets a new lawyer.
Thank you, sir.
So the court is postponed for till the next time.
Yes. With a new lawyer, not a public defendant provided by the government. A proper member of the administrative or judicial departments of the Reichswehr.
I will fulfill the paperwork, Your Honor. My personality.
you.
I will be trying to find one of the best military lawyer ever out there.
Thank you. Thank you. That is all.
Leave.
Yes, you may.
Okay.
You may
Thank
rise
you.
and leave. Bailiff with me for a
Also-
moment.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All soldiers form a formation, single column, and head back to lobby.
Man, this lawyers.
Oh,
Come on, guys. Make a line.
Stop here, stop here.
I was so worried.
I fucking hated every second of that. Who put me in that? You can see, like, she's literally like tearing up. Who the fuck did this to me? Who? What type of public defendant was that?
I mean,
I had to buy
Here's a tissue.
myself time. Thank you.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
I like, what type of fucking defendant was he?
Pet.
Oh.
Pet.
Oh, this isn't that bad.
The research
fine.
has gone well.
Well.
Humans like more headcuts instead of these.
Thank you.
Just take a rest. It was a really misunderstanding for now. I don't know
Your
what's
back
going on.
doing okay? Not just lower back.
No, I mean, I feel static
Okay.
there, but other than that, nothing really genuine. Like, no genuine feeling, just electricity.
Well, it's a bunch of miscommunication. The lawyer kind of sucks. The lawyer just kind of wants you to have a punishment, which is not really the goal.
Yeah. Just sit on the couch so you can rest.
I can't believe you made it past law school.
Come on.
I sat down enough. I just want to stand. Let me stand, please.
Okay.
That was the suckiest.
You're lucky. You are very lucky.
Well, look,
Are you saying
look,
this?
I really try to help you, to be
In
honest.
what kind of tone are you saying this?
Thank you.
In a good way. Dealing with
Oh, sorry.
that
Sorry, I
as a
just got.
defender and actually winning the case,
It's fine.
you are lucky.
No, actually, we don't go there. It's better if we just stay on a distance for a
What?
moment.
Did it disappear? Good job.
Yes,
Yes.
it's-
It's fine if Ashley apologized at least to you.
They did. But I
They
never.
did?
But
Oh,
I
I
don't want to
remember.
talk with them.
Yes.
They don't like you.
Well, yeah, no shit.
The information.
Make a line on me.
So, you did all your best to attend the event. Okay. You are now all dismissed. Have a
I
nice
want
night.
to snap my neck.
Oh, that's it.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So how was
Where the
How was
fuck is?
how was the event, guys?
Dude,
Where
it
the
was
fuck
really,
is Gustav?
really,
No, right
really,
now. Where is
confusing
Gustav?
understanding.
Gustav's not allowed to be a lawyer anymore.
Where is Gustav? Where is Gustav?
I'm
Where
sorry,
is
but I'm sending
Gustav?
you a firing squad.
Praise Gustav.
Where?
Has to be the firing squad.
He's good. He's good.
Dude, I will be so honest.
Shot me directly in the head, bro.
Ashley,
Right in
I'm sorry.
my-
Ashley, I'm just following orders, okay?
No, listen to me. Listen to me. I swear to God, he was being so fucking stupid. I thought his plan was to dismiss the whole case. I literally thought he was trying to make it look so confusing to the point where they're just like, fuck this, case dismissed. I don't have enough evidence.
You know, whenever I call the 5 minutes, I were trying my best to keep them to by your side. Every time I called 5 minutes, I were trying to make sure that they were just for going for you.
Is it a good time that I say I studied law?
Oh my
Is
god,
it a good time that
Yeah. Dude,
I studied law?
dude.
it's very easy. It's very easy to apply. As long as you have the mentality of capacity to.
Gustav doesn't have the mentality, bro. That's what I'm saying.
He had fucking luck.
Actually, I didn't even need to do my job. I didn't even need to do my job at all. Like, dude, he was contradicting himself.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, good job. You
I need a lawyer.
good job, don't
I need
worry.
a better
No,
lawyer.
no,
Can I
no,
use my lawyer?
No.
No,
I
oh, too
DM'd
bad. I'm the
Gustav
guy-
what to
bro,
say, and
you
he did
cannot-
not say it.
Bro, you cannot make me as the guy who would
I
be
told
prosecuting
Gustav.
you as the lawyer.
Say
Because I'm trying to
this,
send
and then they will probably get off scot-free. They did not listen. They did not listen.
What the fuck?
Did you see what I DM'd you?
What's that?
Well, what you DM me? Hold on.
That's
Let me
That's
stop
the
streaming
exact
for you.
sentence I sent to Gustav.